Terrorvision from Empire Pictures.
Intellectual decay! Turn it off and watch your brain!
You see, Stanley Putterman's new satellite TV has just gone on the blink, and it's drawn in a creature from outer space.
This dude's into metal!
But they never even had a chance to give it a name. Terrorvision from Empire Pictures.
You know, every step along the way it was plussed by the actors. We got an incredible cast: Garrett Graham and Mary Warrenoff and Diane Franklin, and the production design, the Italian production designer, you know, who built the sets, kind of took the inspiration from the script and from some meetings we had looking at houses in the San Fernando Valley, and kind of just made it even better. So when I walked on the set for the first time, I was like, oh.
Terrorvision from Empire Pictures.
I decided to start a little. I had a bit of premature excitement because I can't wait to talk about this movie. And people are with us. They're ready to talk about it, ready to get this film watched. It is on YouTube. I'm here with JT. It is one of my favorite films for one of my favorite people. Here it is. Terrorvision on VHS.
Terrorvision.
This one is from Leicester. I got this from Leicester, of all places. And in your honor, JT, and I don't normally drink, I'm not a fruity beer drinking kind of guy, but I feel like Terrorvision is a day glow, multicolored, crazy thing. So check out the color of my beer that I'm about to share with you. It should be bright red. Oh, it's not. Okay, it's not.
I thought it still looks good. I'm not a big drinker, but I like my medicinal herbs. So we're all good. We're all having a party tonight.
Well, this is quite medicinal. It's raspberry, strawberry, and coconut ripple beer.
There you go. That's some combination.
Well, it smells like it should be out of Terrorvision. So cheers, my friend.
Cheers.
It feels like something that one of those monsters. The monster should be gooping up on all over the place.
Consuming.
Yeah.
Or consuming and getting drunk on. Yeah, for people watching, I saw this film forever ago. I don't remember anything really. And it was so much fun talking with Ted, the director and writer. He wrote this, right? He wrote it.
Yeah, that's right. In fact, I'll tell you what, let's play that clip again because I stopped it halfway through when he was getting to something. It's only literally 2 minutes, and I just got a bit.
It was great hearing him talk about it.
My itchy trigger finger, so I'll start again.
Terrorvision from Empire Pictures.
Intellectual decay! Turn it off and watch your brain!
You see, Stanley Putterman's new satellite TV has just gone on the blink, and it's drawn in a creature from outer space.
This dude's into metal!
But they never even had a chance to give it a name. Terrorvision from Empire Pictures.
You know, every step along the way it was plussed by the actors. We got an incredible cast: Garrett Graham and Mary Warrenoff and Diane Franklin, and the production design, the Italian production designer, you know, who built the sets, kind of took the inspiration from the script and from some meetings we had looking at houses in the San Fernando Valley, and kind of just made it even better. So when I walked on the set for the first time, I was like, oh, saw the jacuzzi room and all of that. It was just like, man, the conversation pit kind of living room. To me, it was like, it was so cartoony just walking on the set.
Was there ever talk of a sequel or anything like that, or any idea of a sequel for it?
Actually, no. That was before Charlie kind of seized on sequels, you know. And plus, it was such a miserable failure, you know, when they tried to release it theatrically, that, you know, you'd be insane to go, oh, let's make a sequel and, you know, make some and make another Lost. Now, though, actually, we've got some ideas.
That would be nice. That would be great. That would be awesome to see that.
Terrorvision from Empire Pictures.
Yeah, that was great talking with him about it. And hearing news of a sequel.
That would be that would be so cool to see. I don't know how they'd make it look the way that it looked then.
Yeah.
A bit like, I hope it doesn't kind of go the way of Hobgoblins 2 and be absolutely unwatchable. But no, just a big up to yourself and to Larry, the Horror Cat Dad. I've put both of your channels on there because two of my favorite people, and just it was so cool to hear you talking about one of my favorite silly films. I first saw this film maybe only about maybe 10 years ago at a film festival, and I think I said to you, I bought it while the credits were rolling at the end. I was on my phone buying it straight away on VHS. So I was great. And then it arrived by the time I got home from the film festival. Hello, everyone watching. Thank you, people of Earth, for joining us.
Yes, people of the interworld, internet world, interdimensional world.
Yeah, remember when they used to call the internet the information superhighway?
Yeah. Like the cable guy, that movie. I always think of that.
Yeah,
Sorry saying that.
Oh, what a great film that is! I love that film.
I love that's one of my favorite dark comedies.
We need to watch that. We need to watch
I'm down for that. Definitely.
That would be very cool. So let's get this film started. There is I have put a link to it in my community page. It is available for free on YouTube. The channel is called The Memory Stick, which I think is a really cool channel name. So it just says Terrorvision 1986 full movie. It is 1 hour and 24 minutes and 6 seconds long, which for me is almost perfect. In terms of time, it's almost perfect. It is. It was in our video that we did when we counted down the best Empire and Full Moon pictures. So that's on your channel. The full version of that is on your channel. I've just been kind of doing a little bit of editing myself with some of that, just to kind of big up that, because it was such fun with Mr. Dan and Horror and yourself and Larry, Horror Cat Dad, and we just had a really great time. That was such a fun evening chatting about all things Charles Band, basically.
Yeah, which I'm waiting to hear back still on him, on Charles, when he gets back from Italy. So hopefully, yes, I was just thinking that. Sir Charles. Hopefully I'll hear back, and because that'll be amazing having him to talk to.
Oh yeah, and obviously Italy has a big link to this film as well, because this is the old Dino De Laurentiis studios. This is like the big, massive Italian films, and this was not long after Charles Band bought these studios. So that's why it looks like some sort of big swingers dungeon. So when we're watching this film, you're going to see that weirdness of the set.
Oh yeah, like that's what I said before we went live. That I was doing and watching The Possession, Amityville 2. It's another De Laurentiis production. So it has that same. I just came from like a De Laurentiis film. I think that was like a co-production with the States and Mexico. It was bothering me when I was recording, and I looked it up afterwards. It was like United States and Mexico, even though the director's Italian, so it still ties into it.
I feel like De Laurentiis is kind of the prototype Italian version of Charles Band.
yeah, basically. I mean, he got a whole bunch of those international films distributed.
Yeah, and obviously Charles Band's dad, was a kind of, I was going to say like guerrilla filmmaker, but not really guerrilla, just sort of like, I don't know, he definitely had the same sort of work ethic as Charles, let's put it that way.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Albert, his name was, right? Albert.
Yeah, that's right. Cranking them out, cranking those movies out.
Oh yeah, I mean, look at Trauma films too with Kaufman.
Yeah, and like the weird thing as well with Trauma is they're more of an acquired taste, I guess, than Full Moon. Full Moon, without being like I like Lloyd Kaufman, and he's a great guy, and I have actually spent like a day with him, and he's a really cool person, and he makes some really fun films. But like, I feel like there's a step up in quality with Empire and Full Moon. I guess that's a money thing, though, isn't it? I suppose.
Probably, yeah. Probably, definitely. What's up, Gareth? I typed it, it blocked it, but I said, yeah, what, fuck you, Mr. 5000.
Yeah, it's Mr. 5K there.
Congrats again, buddy.
Yeah.
Larry, what's up, Larry?
Oh, that's so cool. We've got
Sounds good, man.
That's nice. Yeah, that's lovely, man. That's nice. I'm going seeing my dad tomorrow. I've not seen him for a while, so yeah, Father's Day over here. So looking forward to that. Is it Father's Day in the US as well tomorrow?
Yes.
Right. Okay.
I just saw my daughter last week, so we like celebrated that.
Oh, that's nice, man.
Yeah.
I'm never sure whether holidays are the same in the US.
I know.
Sometimes they are, sometimes
they're
not.
Because you guys get so many things after us, so I don't know how many holidays are after.
It used to be films as well.
Hell yeah, it still is. Like the thing with Gareth and me all the time with Pearl when that was coming out. It didn't come out for you guys for like a year afterwards almost.
This is why VPN has changed the world, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Right, let's get this film started, man. Let's get this film started.
Right.
When everybody, when you're watching, like I say, the link is in the community tab, and it's the channel's called the Memory Stick. When you see play on the screen, press play.
All right.
MGM, I've got wow. It's not like us.
I love seeing that lion again.
I want to do that, but with my dog, like through her head going through the thing. But I'm not arty enough to make a thing that I can't. But anyway, Empire International.
Empire, yes,
legend. So this is really cool. This is a bit of a step up for me and you because I think some of the films we've watched recently, for example, what was the one with asbestos felt? I can't even remember the name of the film. The slasher.
Yeah, me neither.
I just remember remember it being called Asbestos Felt.
Yeah, I know that was the name. That was the standout of the whole movie.
Yeah,
I can't think of it for the life of me, actually. And then we had the Revelations, right? That Hellraiser.
Yeah.
That was one. No, that was terrible. Yeah, this is definitely. I don't remember it, and I know it's going to be a step up, and that looks awesome already.
Yeah, this is already better with special effects, as you can see. It's quality.
You got that like 1950s, 60s hokey like mask on this dude.
Yeah. And what I like about this is because it's I believe it's John Carl Buckler doing it, that you're gonna get some sloopy, gloopy, slimy creatures rather than you can
and it makes sense too, because Ted said in the interview that he was when he was into horror and he was into sci-fi films from the 50s and 60s and stuff. So it absolutely, I think he even said you could see that like in this film. That's probably definitely an inspiration, the design and stuff of that spaceship and how that guy looks.
Yeah, that makes total sense. Yes, it couldn't be more 80s from the moment the music
exactly. It's like an 80s version. And this is so weird, too. Diane Franklin's in this, and she is in Amityville 2 Possession.
I mean, you've got like Mary Warnow, and there's a documentary coming out about her recently. A very, very young Chad Allen. Like, the cast is good. Obviously, you've got Uncle Rico, Jonathan Gries, I think. Gries from...
Jonathan Gries.
From Napoleon Dynamite.
It's so funny how like when you watch movies and stuff, how like because the human mind always looks for patterns, they say.
Yeah.
So like just the little synchronicities of like, oh wait, I just watched this movie and this actor was in it, and it's in this movie now, or the director was directed this or wrote this one that directed that. It happens all the time.
I used to be a lot better at that than I am now. Like I used to be like, particularly before IMDb, where you used to have to get books with all the information in.
John Carl Buechler did the effects for this.
Yeah. Is it Buechler? I've always said Buechler. I didn't realize Buechler. Right? Okay.
It's Buechler. Because I'm like 99.9% sure on that. So
I've never heard anyone say it other than I've read it loads because. He did Cellar Dweller. I think the only one he directed himself was Cellar Dweller, which I really love. I love that. That was one of my honorable mentions for for the thing we did.
Yeah, and he did
What's
Ghoulies
up,
3.
Al?
Ghoulies Go to College. What's up, Bat? The Bat in the
Okay.
house.
So, it's produced by Albert Band.
Do you know how long it took me after meeting Al forever ago to realize his channel name? His name is Dracula backwards. A long fucking time, Al. If I never told you this, but
I had a similar thing where
again. Then I just came to the realization again the other night. It said, "Oh, that's right."
Well, it's like
you have to baptize it every day. I was so late to the party with that.
Well, I was similar, but in a kind of different way with Hammer films, Johnny Alucard, and I was like, oh, okay, so it's from AD 72. That's where it's other. But then there's loads of different Alucards in different media. I think there's like a manga one and different films and things. So I was like, that's what alerted me to Al's channel in the first place, which might have been, he might have actually even been the first person I ever subscribed to on YouTube when I actually, signed up, which is pretty mad to think of. Here we are.
Oh yeah, I mean that can't get any more 80s. That fucking hairdo and everything.
Yeah, she looks like a cross between Madonna and Cyndi Lauper.
Cyndi Lauper, yeah. That's too funny.
It's like when you first start watching this, you think it's like a sitcom. It feels like a sitcom.
It looks like one, and it does.
The grandpa comes in. It's so heightened and bright and crazy. I remember people just sat in silence for the first bit of this when I watched it and then everyone was just like rolling around laughing and really getting into it.
Is that the same guy who's in The Dentist and plays the dentist in the two Dentist movies? A younger that's Corbin Burnson, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's right. He looked like him for a second.
He does look like him though. He's good.
Now he has a fatter face for sure.
And the thing about this one, like Paul Franklin and Mary Warrenoff, they're in everything together. They're like in Shopping Mall together.
Yeah, I know. You see that a lot too, just like pairs that are into.
Yeah, they're not married.
We talked about Barbara Crampton and Jeffrey Combs. The handful of movies they've been in together.
Baron Corbin. No wrestling talk here. Gareth might hear us.
I stopped watching wrestling when Rikishi, whatever his name, was sticking his ass in people's faces. Like,
it's moved on. It's moved on a lot now. His sons are doing that now. So
I can imagine.
He's in fact, there's a massive event tonight in Scotland.
Yeah.
I won't do any spoilers in case anyone's going to watch it, but I'll put it this way: it was a bit of a shock to everybody in Scotland. The final results. I think the air has just been taken out of Scotland. They were all expecting a certain thing to happen that didn't. It's so cool to see like the massive outdoor satellite dishes in this.
Oh yeah, this guy just pulls his gun on his kid.
Yeah, look at that. And obviously the kid is like obsessed with his granddad. He thinks that like he's an absolute war hero, but he's like he's maybe lost the plot a little bit.
That reminds me of that terrible slasher movie from the 90s, Uncle Sam.
Do you know what? I've not seen that. I've not seen that.
You're not missing anything. But
okay. It's a good cover. It's a good cover.
Yeah, it's a good cover. It's a good look at the killer, and there's not many 4th of July horror movies. So, like, the first year of the channel, 4th of July was, like, right there when I first started. I said, all right, let me pick something. And I know what you did last summer. I know it's another one, but I don't like that movie.
Oh, is that a fun? Yeah, I was going to say, because I can only think of Born on the 4th of July, but that's not exactly a fun watch.
Yeah, there's only a handful of them that are set on 4th of July. And Uncle Sam was the one I ended up watching and doing a video on early on. And it's worth a watch, but that's like exactly the son in that movie, except like his father or grandfather, something like that, like died in the war, but he looks at him like a war hero. And then he comes back to life. It's like this whole thing, but it's weird. But like the kills they're non-existent for the most part. And
I won't buy it then. I won't buy it. I'll just watch it if it's free. Yeah, if it's free.
As a slasher, like, and it's on Tubi, I'm pretty sure.
Stay tuned, Stay tuned. Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, no problem. Go ahead.
No. I just got all excited because I
Stay
saw
tuned.
somebody mention Stay Tuned. No, I did see that at the cinema. I love films like this, and like I mentioned, Bad Channels as well, where it's lots of little like UHF, where there's lots of beaming in and out of little skits and little channel bits. But Stay Tuned, I love that. That's actually quite weird for a kids' film.
Yeah.
Hey, man, good to see you. Two of your favorite guys. So you're obviously talking about
Hello,
Al and
man.
Gareth, yeah?
No, of course they're not talking about them. What are you serious? Not... Love you guys.
Oh, it's great to see you, man. Al's a fan of Uncle Sam. He's a patriot.
I love Uncle Sam. It's terrible. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can have fun with it. For sure, which I'm sure I did. I don't remember that video. Hell, I told you. I forgot I even did a video on Dead Silence. I was going to do one.
Connie's saying hi to everyone. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, what in God's name are you watching? Join us, Mike. Join us. Watch Terrorvision. It's amazing.
Yeah, come on.
I know Mike mentioned... I think last time we were watching something, he was just like, "What are you watching? What trash are you watching?" So you know, our judgment isn't always amazing, but Terrorvision, and
Gareth comes in to like premieres on Masterpieces and says, well, "This movie's terrible." Says the Tenebrae is a bad movie. Get the fuck out of here, you Brit! You crazy.
Yeah, those fucking Brits.
The fucking Brits.
I do like Terrorvision. Oh, cool, Connie, you're with us. And
yeah,
at the moment,
I'm starting to remember like vaguely this.
Now we're getting the TV's blowing up.
Yeah, that looks cool.
Going crazy.
I mean, cool in like the context of this movie. It looks alright.
Oh, that's a shame, man. I wanted to see that. I saw the TV glow. A lot of people were saying good things about it, but potential shit from A24. Oh man, that's a shame.
A24 has had a drop in quality of movies, yes. But
I tried watching that Bodies, which I think is a
that movie's fucking awful in my opinion.
I got 15 minutes in. 15 minutes.
Oh, that's around the time that I started worrying for my safety in life. I'm fun watching the rest, and then as it ended,
I was like,
it's so bad.
It was awful.
That's why that wasn't even worthy of a video or anything. That's just, there's a lot more. I put out a lot of, reviews and shit, but that's nowhere near like how many movies I watch at night, like most nights. There's movies though that I see that are not worth even telling a friend I saw, and like that it's that bad.
Yeah, I couldn't get it through. There was nothing going for that film at all. Dracula 3D, is that the Argento 3D? Because I have seen that one with all the boobs. But Tenebrae, obviously, that is amazing. Yeah. Is that Dracula 3D is the Argento?
Yeah. His I don't like that movie much.
No,
there's some stuff that's all right in there.
There's just a lot of boobs in that. That's all I remember about
that. Exactly. I mean, that's fun. Mix that with vampires. You got like every vampire TV show ever exists.
Tenebrae is actually brilliant.
Tenebrae is in my like top 10 movies of all time.
Yeah, and we talked about that, didn't we? Now we're
in the Argento discussion we did in our ranking. That is.
Do you know what though, Mike?
And the ending is just fucking one of the greatest horror endings ever. With that, with the arm being cut off and the blood spray on the wall is gorgeous and disturbing. Like all of that is masterful. All of it. Gareth's brain just can't comprehend stuff sometimes. It's all right.
But Mike, do you know what though? I probably will. If it's a new film, I'll probably get around to it in about 2026, 2027. So oh man, you're missing out. You love this. OD, the character OD has just arrived. If you like Napoleon Dynamite, you might recognize him as Uncle Rico. He's
That's
OD
so
in this. He's kind of Bill and Ted.
That's too funny that he's in this.
Yeah. Even in Terrorvision, haven't seen this since I rented the VHS. Do you know if you're in the UK, you may have even rented the same one.
What's going on? Turn on the blue, or turn the blue iris. Totally read that wrong.
Turn the blue iris.
How are you? Welcome.
Tenebrae's favorite Jello. Oh, cool.
Awesome, man. See, I have taught you well.
Okay. So that we're all going to the World's Fair. That was on my list, and I took it off my list. I never got around to it.
Yes, that's exactly what happened to me with it. I wanted to watch it, then I heard very mixed things. Then I just forgot all about it, and I never returned to it. But I do want to check it out, though.
Yeah, if you want to watch your own, like a modern version of Terrorvision, watch the beginning of Gareth's stream earlier on.
With his chipmunk voice and shit. I'm pretty sure he does that shit deliberately. I know he does. Like, and you know you do if you watch it still. He does that to fuck with people. He's done that with me getting on a stream with him and make his voice like that. And after a while, I'll be like, "Yo, enough," and then it comes through fine. Like,
thanks, Al. Yeah, the version that we're watching, it might be the same one.
Thank you, Al. Yes.
It's on. It's in my community tab on my page as well, guys. If you want to check it out.
Yeah, it's just called like Terrorvision 1986 full movie.
Yeah, the Memory Stick channel.
Yes, exactly.
It's so strange seeing John Grice here. When I first watched it, I didn't recognize him as Uncle Rico. I was just like, this guy's like, dude, like the kind of Cody from Step by Step, or Bill and Ted, or
exactly.
He's good. He's funny.
Puts gun right in his dick. The kid. That's funny.
And then obviously this is where the parents get into swinging, and they've got he's got the massive medallion on that goes right down to his belly, which is just amazing. Oh, and then they've got the kind of knockoff Elvira. Now, I think I heard that this lady was that they originally were trying to get Elvira to appear, but obviously,
if I recall, didn't he say? I think he said in the interview. I think Larry asked, and I think he said she was based off Elvira.
Yeah.
When they were discussing this, I think he definitely had Elvira in mind.
I think they were around this time. Elvira was massive compared to this film, so it wouldn't have made sense for her to be in it.
Definitely, I think he said it was intended.
Oh, he's the Wolfman in Monster Squad. Still not seen it. I've still not. I know you keep telling me, and I have. It's on my watch list and it's on my buy list, but I've still not seen the Monster Squad. I know. Slap my hand. Deep Red, yeah. I think mine's probably you'll know from the video if you watch JT and my video on it. Suspiria's my top one, and then Tenebrae, I think.
See, I have very weird parameters, as most of you know at this point, when it comes to most things. But like Deep Red is my favorite giallo, like pure giallo. Even though Opera is my favorite Argento movie. It doesn't really make sense, but it does kind of. It's more of a slasher. Like not a pure giallo. Like Deep Red is like as giallo, like the standard for giallo. It's like Blood and Black Lace, like that type of straight giallo. So that I rank weird, and same with zombie movies. Dead Alive or Brain Dead is my favorite zombie movie, even though Day of the Dead from Romero isn't like my top 5 movies, and as a film overall, I think is a much better movie. But and it's not like a traditional zombie movie, Dead Alive. So there's weird parameters with everything when I try to rank things.
Do you know what's really strange? I've literally left this insult from Gareth on the screen for far too long. I'm not getting involved in your disputes with Mike and Gareth.
Yes.
I'm taking. I'm as they say in Lethal Weapon 2, or is it Lethal Weapon 1?
We just get this zoom up shot on the TV. This zoom up shot on the TV on this woman's tits.
Oh wow! It's mad we're talking about Shallow when this is on, because this is so good.
So different.
Yeah, I'll do a Monster Squad watch party. Yeah, that'll be good. Yeah, I need to watch it. It made me do it. Suspiria. Nice. Love it. Yeah, of course.
Yes, it is. Okay. All right. Yep.
Yeah. Essential
on the door, which leads to one of my favorite shots in horror after the whole build-up of Goblin Score and the golden light, the yellow light in the hallway, and the witches are sipping the brew and everything. And then she's standing, Susie, in front of, I can't think of her fucking name. her friend's body, and then it pans down slowly, and you see the nails in her and the barbed wire and everything. That's one of the best shots in horror ever for me.
Yeah,
is that one.
pretty cool. It's funny that right, that's it, guys. We're not talking about Giallo now. Terrorvision, all the time. I'm putting my foot down.
I also don't see Suspiria as a Giallo. It's more of a supernatural horror film. Again, for my weird parameters.
Yeah, you gotta have a rule. You gotta have a system. So at the moment, the monster hasn't arrived, but that's when the fun really starts. That's when things get crazy. But I do think the swinging scenes are really funny as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love that line. That looks awesome. That the one eye.
Here he is.
And then the creature right after it.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah, that looks really cool.
Thanks, Matt. Yeah, good point, guys. If you're on my channel or you're on JT's channel, if you switch at some point, that'd be amazing. And then come back and do what you want. It's cool. But yeah, thank you for that. You're very kind
thank you
for
Mike.
watching. Make sure you subscribe to JT as well if you're not already.
Yes, and likewise.
Put that on before you say it. Yeah, whatever.
And again, this is a great example so far of a one location full moon picture, or Empire picture. This is full moon, right? Or this is Empire.
This is Empire. This is Empire. Yeah,
so this is another early example, like Ghoulies and stuff. And again, I said it's for budgetary reasons, of course, but they make such good use of one locations in their movies.
And it's actually the version I've got here. If you look at the video, it's released by EV.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is when I interviewed Richard Munchkin about his films. He was working for EV, and they were like at the point where what they were doing was just recycling clips from loads of films back to back.
Oh, yeah.
So they'd have to find, if they were going to blow up a car, they'd have to find a car that matched. So from another movie. So that they could use
to spice it in. That's too funny.
Oh, here's the satellite TV guy now on his way to fix it in his incredibly high-waisted slacks. Looking like Simon Cowell.
These kids are armed and ready.
The swinging stuff in this is hilarious. It's so funny.
Because now he kind of looks like Reggie Bannister. He looks like Reggie Bannister, like from that angle.
I'm interested in if this is the Italian set. They must have built this bomb sheltery a bit extra, unless there was already like some sort of bomb shelter built.
I'd imagine they built the bombshell aspect of it, but you never know.
We've got him. They're stealing the radar. So obviously, Grandpa thinks that the satellite dish is a radar.
Yeah. All the oaky shit all over it.
Yeah.
Now he looks like Saul Goodman, but bald from Breaking Bad. Like this guy is like an amoeba.
He could be anyone. He could be
anything. What's the word I'm looking for? Chameleon.
That's
looked like Woody Harrelson for a second there too.
The man of a million faces. This isn't a job.
No, this is in no way a job.
I think this is a question for you, JT. Exuma.
Did you watch Exuma yet to review comics? I have not, but I have to watch.
I don't even know what that is. I don't know. Is it? If it's almost from 1963, I won't know what it is.
No, it's one that I have on my list, which is getting so fucking long. It's not even funny. Because anytime I hear of a new release, or anytime somebody says a movie that I haven't seen in forever or I never saw, it gets jotted down or typed down onto a list, which there's numerous ones, like between the phone, the laptop. So there is so many. Yeah, it's Korean. I didn't want to say Asian of some kind for some reason. So
well, I was just telling you before about A Snake of June that I watched recently, a Japanese film. It's just kind of, it's all kind of in a blue haze. The whole film's like in a blue kind of filter. It's not necessarily a horror, but it's got some like dread in it. essentially it's this Japanese lady, and she works for like a mental health hotline, and somebody has got some compromising pictures of her, and they make her do things to their will, and it's pretty wild film, The Snake of June. I recommend people check that one out.
That's gonna go on my list too now. Like,
Yeah.
One that I'm definitely doing like soon, like this week, is Pulse.
Oh, okay.
Or Cairo. That's where I hate doing Japanese reviews because I can never get any of the names right. So I always
like
just put up a list of their names and say a bunch of Japanese fuckers, and
yeah,
and they almost always do a phenomenal job. So it's like it's no criticism.
I know. I get everybody's name mixed up anyway. So English
like regular names.
Yeah,
let alone Japanese.
Bob Smith, you know.
Yeah.
I think if maybe Goblin would have done the score rather than like a load of 80s rock. But then, having said that, we've got what's it with Phenomena has 80s rock in it, so I don't know. Maybe it'd be exactly the same amount.
Yeah, now they're maybe not as with Scream.
Not as funny as this, though. I don't think.
Yeah, never. But I have done videos on Scream 1, 2, 5, and 6. So if you want to hear it torn apart, I guess check it out. But
I need to watch.
I have done videos on most of the series. 3 and 4 are the only ones I haven't.
I need to do what's it? Ghostface Takes Manhattan again, because I watched that in the cinema.
5 or 6? I can't even remember.
It might be 7. It might be.
No, 7 didn't come out yet.
Oh no, 6 then.
Yeah, it's 6. Yeah. See, I can't keep track because they're so fucking forgettable.
Oh, Liv, awesome. Oh, your channel's doing so well.
Hey, Liv.
I was checking in. It's awesome to see you.
Good to see you. Yes, as always. Hope you're having a good weekend.
Yeah, there you go. Al's like John Cena. He knows all the different languages, and yeah, he's a Renaissance man.
I took Nicolaou. It's funny because I took karate, 2 types from like 6 years old to 16ish.
Hey, you know what?
Me too. I know a little bit of Japanese. I can count to 10. I can say certain shit. But like when it comes to trying to pronounce some of these people's names, there's no way. Or I'll just confuse them, and this happens like always with American names and English names too. Like in One Missed Call I did recently, her name's Yumi, the main character. Her friend is Yoko. But then halfway through the video, I'm calling Yoko Yuki by combining the 2 together. That shit happens all the time.
We've just seen probably the most gory, disgusting part of the film. The monsters just kind of sucked up.
All the effects look. I mean, as cheap as they are, they look awesome in this.
Yeah, they're really good. I always get his name wrong. Bukla. He's amazing. He's so good.
Yeah,
Bukla. There we go. See, I knew I'd get it wrong. But yeah, it's funny you should say that about like names and it sometimes puts me off commenting on stuff because I know I'm going to get mixed up. so I just don't say anything about it because I know what film I'm thinking about, and I know which character I'm thinking about, but I can't think of the name. But yeah, so I just say nothing. Oh, that's cool. See everyone saying hi. Yeah.
That's funny with the that's cool with the little claw coming up to this kid.
Yeah. That's how John Cena needs to shave his hair, I think. Now he's at that point. Ooh, I don't know what that means. I don't know.
That's someone started 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever in Japanese. Al did. So I started 5 to 10, but that's not how it's spelled to like any of the words. It's just phonetically.
Well, what I was going to say was I did karate as well.
Definitely not Jew.
I remember doing it was Shatokan karate. I don't know if you remember that Shatokan. And I had to learn all the different katas and all that kind of stuff.
Wait, Shotokan?
Yeah,
I took Shotokan too. I have a black
belt. Oh, no way. And I went over and like started doing judo, and to be honest, all of the things I remember nothing, like absolutely nothing. Like my mind has just gone.
Yeah, I forgot pretty much a lot because I took Shotokan. I got a black belt in that, and then I got up to
That's awesome, man.
brown belt in ninjutsu, like a cross of jujitsu and like some other arts and shit. And I stopped at like brown belt with that at like 16 or so.
Like,
and yeah, I don't remember a lot of it either, but a lot of it's just reactionary. And there's just some things that I remember, like I can break your wrist in 2 seconds if you take my lighter, fucking like you won't give it back. Like I'm getting my lighter back. There's certain things in pressure
We could
points
do,
that are very, very handy to know.
I'm remembering that clip of Seagal where he's just stood and just moving people around like this. You know, when he's on a mat somewhere.
Yeah,
He's
I'm not Seagal. I'll get my ass kicked probably like that.
No, I don't know, man. I get the feeling anyone with rudimentary skills could beat up Seagal now.
Well, yeah, nowadays Seagal.
Yeah, true.
Just wait another 10, 15 years, you just blow on him and he just evaporates into dust.
What a drop off, Ronda Rousey, man! What a drop off.
They even have tits paintings in this movie.
Well, yeah, and you've got the you can tell it's Italy as well because you've got the sort of the statues as well in the house.
Ooh, the closet. I haven't heard of that one.
It's not R. Kelly. No,
what's up, Shamarlos?
Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. Enjoying those donuts. This is the perfect film for donuts, I think.
Right.
This is a fast food.
Now I want a donut. No, thanks, everyone.
So the kid's being taken to bed for, but he's being told off, but they're not taking the gun off him.
No, they're not. Of course not.
I didn't think so. I didn't think it would be, man, to be honest.
8.5 tits. No, I said there's paintings of tits in the background of this movie.
Isn't that a Fellini film? 8.5.
Like you didn't have enough. Like you show it in the movie, and then you just had to throw just more tits. So you put paintings of tits in the background.
That's Italy. That's Italy.
Great tactic. Great.
I do not recommend this. That
oh, you don't?
No, it's horrible. But the mango one that I had the other day is really nice.
It's probably fucking coconut, dude. I hate coconut. I would never at gunpoint eat coconut.
That's quite
the taste of it.
I guess you've never had a Bounty bar then.
No, never.
Do they have Bounty in the US?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never had it. There's a few candies in it, like Babe Ruth. I've never had a Babe Ruth.
Do you know what? I think I have. I went to there's like loads of American candy stores, particularly in the south of England. They use them to kind of fence other items. So you go in and on the front there's all like Baby Ruth and all that kind of stuff, and then behind the scenes they're like doing human trafficking and stuff. It's like it's pretty weird.
Yeah, May put the weed in the coconut and lighten it with the lime in the coconut. That's such a great song. What a great song to end Reservoir Dogs with.
You'll be doing that one later on. That'll be the next one.
Oh, there's a cover of that already in the playlist.
Oh, can't be.
I think I was with my uncle upstate like a year and a half ago, and we were drunk as shit, and we just recorded a bunch of videos because it was John Lennon's birthday, and we did a bunch of Beatles stuff, and then I did like some random other shit, and that was one of them.
Oh wow.
Mike would remember that probably.
Is that a thing, Mike, in Liverpool and these American candy stores?
American candy stores are money laundering operations like Turkish barbers. That's too.
So
funny.
this is one of my favorite bits of the film where they bring the two swingers over, and the Italian guy who's like, "Hey, how you doing?" Like, and the guy just wants to show his tech and wants to like show all of his kind of the sound system and the jacuzzi. Yeah. He's more interested. He just wants to kind of make these guys like him by showing him all his cool stuff, which is a very like little boy kind of thing to do. He's more interested in that than the sex, you know.
It's funny. And yeah, all the performances are fun and good.
That's a lot of fun. I think they shut some of them down, Mike. I think I saw that in the paper. There's one that used to be like a HMV, and it suddenly became a chocolate, like a candy shop, and then
Yeah, the most recent horror movie. I love the fucking creature again, with the eye twirling around. All of that looks
It's
great.
great. So gooey.
But the latest thing new that I saw was The Watchers, M. Night Shyamalan's daughter's movie.
Yeah. I get confused because I thought that was the one with Josh Hartnett in, but that's the dad.
Yeah, that's
one.
M. Night's movie that he's directing that's coming out.
Now that trailer, I have problems with that trailer because it pretty much ruins the film.
That's why I don't watch trailers, man.
Yeah, I stopped. I don't usually watch them, and I don't know why. It must have just popped up, and I thought, oh, that's Josh.
That's
Josh
the
Hartnett.
rare occasion that I'll watch them, especially if it's a movie I don't give a shit about at all.
Yeah,
like that's why I watched the Exorcist Believer trailer, and it was right after giving into the excitement I couldn't contain to watch the Saw 10 trailer because I love Saw so much. So that's like a rare situation where I'll break that rule and watch the trailer, and then Exorcist Believer came on afterwards. I said I don't care about this. I'll watch the trailer of that. But yeah, I think I've done like 3 trailer reactions ever.
Look at this amazing parenting here. They want to go swinging, so they put the kid in the bomb shelter, locked him in with his grandfather. Well, I'm sure there's no like ventilation. Put a padlock on it, and then they're going off to go and have sex in a jacuzzi.
I guarantee you, there's no ventilation that they built for the set.
Yeah, don't watch. If you've not seen the trailer, I would recommend not watching it because it looks really good up until there's a massive reveal in the trailer.
Yeah, Shyamalan's daughter. She'll make a great movie one day, but that one, her first one, it's good for a directorial debut. But I definitely had issues with it. I want to see in a violent nature. Everyone keeps talking about the
Me too. That's one I am interested in.
Yes, I really want to see that. And I heard some of the kills are like unreal. And
one in particular.
I can't find it yet. Yeah, I can't find it yet.
No, me neither. This kid has spent more time wandering around with this
with your gun right now.
With a gun, yeah. If he was to really shoot that gun, I reckon the power of it would send him flying backwards.
Oh, this kid would snap his neck on the table, like going backwards.
Yeah,
and it would be hilarious to me.
Yeah.
It would kind of derail the plot, I guess. So.
Yeah.
Can't always get what you want.
Oh, lizards. Or geckos?
Yeah, geckos.
So yeah, they've got the adult entertainment films on, and then he's more interested in not that they're watching the adult entertainment and getting all hot and bothered, but just that like he's just showing off that he can make that appear on screen and turn the lights down.
Look at the paintings. These like Kama Sutra paintings and shit.
These are original. These have got nothing to do like with the film. These were already in situ before they.
Right.
I heard this in Charles Band's audio.
Yeah, that's funny.
So it's like, where's your kid? Where's Sherman? Oh, he's in with Dad. Yeah, I just locked him in.
Yeah, with a fucking big ass chain and a padlock.
I just love the big open shirt, the big collar, the big medallions on. What a time! Oh, okay, right, okay, maybe, yeah. Oh well, that's probably better then, because I just watched the trailer and I was just like,
Kind of like The Village, I guess, maybe like how the monsters are kind of the reveal, and then if you haven't seen The Village, it's been like 20 fucking years, spoilers, and then the big reveal at the end, like so. There's like a mid-movie kind of fake out spoiler, like maybe it's something like that.
I love Unbreakable. Like I was a big proponent for Unbreakable for a long time. When people were just like,
I'm just not into that genre. But heavily, like
it was weird because it was before. Well, this is it. It was before comic books were like everywhere, and I was like, I was like really into that film when it came out, and then after that, I kind of drifted away from his films. Really, if I'm honest.
I mean, you left at the right time. I mean, Split was his return. I think to quality movies. Split with James McAvoy, just his performance alone is fantastic. Glass,
he's great. He's great.
So
I like him in. I know there's people who don't. I'm sure I heard somebody say
I like
recently
him
how
in
much they don't like
everything
him.
I've seen him in.
What's the Irvin Welsh film? Filth. I think
Yeah.
if you've ever, Filth is an incredible film, and his
It is a
performance in
very good
there.
movie.
I've read the book as well, one of the few modern books that I've
Yeah,
actually
I
read,
never read the book.
and it's great, and he's brilliant in it. And I think he was. I think that was an Oscar-worthy performance. That in Filth, I think that's a great film.
Yeah, he's always blows me away in most movies that I've seen
Yeah,
him in. Even in like It Chapter 2 and stuff. It's not like that's not like an example
I've not seen
of a
that. I've only
mind.
seen the first one.
That's not an example of like a mind-blowing performance from McAvoy, but it's good enough, and it's probably one of the best performances from the adults, like in the story in that second chapter.
So he's pouring out all the drinks for everyone. The adult entertainment has gone off screen, and it's just the eye watching them, which you can see to JT's left and my right. So that the eye is watching, and the woman's in the swimming pool, in the jacuzzi, thinking this adult film is a little bit strange. Why is it just a big eye? And meanwhile, the dad is trying to make himself alluring.
There's the sci-fi 50s, 60s Commander flashback on the TV now.
And do you know who he reminds me of? Grandpa Munster. He reminds me of the way he talks.
Okay.
And the way...
Okay, yeah, I can see it.
Is it Al something? Al Lewis? Al
That's
Lewis?
it's definitely inspired by Ted's love for his sci-fi movies, like you said.
Yeah.
It's
a bit Star Trek-y this as well.
Yeah, like it's so 50s like looking.
Oh, thanks, mate. And here she is, our sort of Medusa-style Elvira, which is actually a really cool look with that Medusa snake thing.
Yeah, I like how that looks, actually. And we don't see Medusa often in a horror movie.
And you think it'd be an easy hit. Like, it's not copyright either. Like, you could just make a Medusa film.
There's one movie that I've never seen, but every time when I go on Peacock, I think it is, and I browse, there's a movie just called Medusa. And that's the only one I could think of outside of the segment in VHS 99 where there's a Medusa. And that was when I saw that when it came out 2 years ago. I was like, why don't we have more Medusa movies?
We need to get on it and make our own 1980s set Medusa movie.
Or we will turn to stone.
Is this Medusa? He's ringing her up now. The little kids are ringing her up.
Yeah. Her
there's a thing over in the UK, and I'm sure there's similar in America, where late night you can ring up like chat lines, and the woman's on screen.
Yeah.
Not like there was one. I don't even know if it exists anymore. Called Babe Station. You just get this kind of like really strange men ringing up and like paying like $8 a minute, you know.
Yeah, exactly. And you get to talk to some fucking prostitute. Like,
it's like this kid is like is trying his luck with Medusa. I'm
sure we had it here in America like a decade before we got to you guys.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, but you also had the sort of the I'll tell your fortune people you can ring up as well, you know, like
the fake psychics and all that bullshit.
Psychic hotline and all that. We never had that.
You're lucky in that department.
Oh, car show, nice. Oh, well, enjoy, Connie. Thanks for joining us. I appreciate it.
Yes, Connie. Thanks for hanging out.
Especially when you sound like you've got a lot of fun stuff happening. That's awesome.
Yeah, have a great time.
Oh, okay. So one of the snakes went really close up into the screen, which I think was really cool. And the dad's still working on his cocktails.
Yeah, I know. He's putting umbrellas in and shit.
Is Stanley a manly man? This Italian guy's amazing. Is he a real stallion? And it's obviously the joke is that the guy is really interested in the dad more than he is in the
yeah.
in the Spiro. That's what he's called again. Spiro. I love Spiro. There's some Heineken behind them on the shelf there, which is a bit weird.
Yeah. Yeah, and
I guess it's Italy, and I know that's a German beer, but like you get European beers rather than American beers, I suppose.
Yeah, and I love Heineken. That was like the first beer I ever drank.
See, my first beer I ever had was Budweiser, and I hate the stuff.
I can't drink that shit either.
We used to win in pub quizzes. We used to win Heineken quite a lot, and that's the only time I've ever really had it. He's such a manly man. Stanley is such a manly man.
Yeah, his
she's like, he just keeps, and obviously she's worked it out now. I think that Spiro is very interested in Stanley. He's like, I was just saying, you're a manly man. His family recipe, I don't know. Maybe you need to check what he's put in that family recipe. I'm
sure it's something from the family.
I think he's maybe if he gets a bit sleepy, you got to be careful.
I've only had one drink.
Yeah. Straight out. And take Sherry her drink. But Stanley's so innocent. He just thinks that this guy's really interested in him and like getting to know him, and he's like going to be his good pal.
Yeah.
And then you know, and then it'll be
the friendship.
Yeah, he's just like, I've got a new friend. And then I'm gonna make sweet love to his wife. Good night, Mike. Peace out, brother. Thanks for watching on both channels. I appreciate that. That's really nice. I appreciate it.
I love you, Mike. I'll talk to you soon.
Mate. Sweet dreams, sweet prince. I'm doing my Spiro.
I love the ambiance of this bath she's in, this jacuzzi.
Oh yeah, the pink tie, and so obviously the jacuzzi's bubbling up and the smoke's bubbling up. The wife is in here, and this is where it gets a little bit. It gets a little bit like Society, but more fun. Even though I love Society.
Yeah, I love Society.
Like he's got his little budgie smugglers on as well. What are they called? Those particular type of swimming trunks?
Body horror. The bathing suits, right?
Yeah, the Speedos.
Like Speedo, almost. Yeah.
Speedos were a big thing. Oh, he goes, maybe the sex lubricant. All the goo from the monsters in the thing, and he goes, maybe a sex lubricant.
Fucking disgusting.
And he gets him excited. He's like, yeah.
Oh, he's into it fully.
Yeah. How about a quickie? But this is his wife. Like, he's missed the point. He's missed the point of swinging.
Yeah, I know. He's supposed to go the other way.
He's more interested in the husband, and now he's like, well, he's not here, so my wife. Just a little. Whoop. Yeah, it's not going to go the way he thinks.
Got some weird ass shit. That looks cool.
Yeah.
With the teeth on both sides coming on.
It's great. She's just let him know, so he just worked out now that Spiro is more interested in him. he's gonna go and tell him the facts of life. He just.
Well, Spiro's unfortunately not here anymore.
And the subtitles keep calling him Sparrow.
Doesn't I hate when that happens, but I always get distracted by it because I usually have subtitles on all the time for like some reason, and every time that they say something that's not correct and it's not what they're saying, it distracts me, and then I get fixated on it.
Someone's made some sticky poo, and he goes, "What's he done to the jacuzzi? Not the jacuzzi, the jacuzzi.
The jacuzzi. I like the style.
Yeah. Sex pond. The sex people win.
That looks awesome.
Hey, Patrick. I got to see you.
Hey, what's up, Pat?
I can't wait to see there's two things coming up on Patrick's show I'm really excited about. Jeff is on there, 101 Bronson, and also you're going to be talking to the new owners of Anchor Bay, I think. Yeah.
That's awesome, Pat.
Which is really cool.
Pat's always got great stuff going on over there.
He's got the connections.
For sure.
He's got the connection in the jacuzzi.
In the jacuzzi. That's so funny how they call it that.
So the kid is basically trying to ring up anybody and get help, and no one's helping him. They just think it's total.
I can
BS.
definitely see another thing that Ted brought up in the interview, or one of us brought it up. Yeah, he brought it up, and then I talked in on it. Invaders from Mars from 1953, 54, whatever. And he said that was definitely an influence on this movie, and that he wanted it to feel like a kid, like in that position, that only he knows fully what's going on, and that like everyone else doesn't believe him.
Yeah, I can see that. Look at that awesome,
I can
awesome.
definitely see it now, like watching it.
Some great cars in this. Spiro's Porsche is amazing, but look at like OD's Mustang now. It's like, whoa,
that's a kick-ass Mustang. That's some fun job, paint job on it.
I know. And then you've got like the Griswold's car there at the side. I love OD in this. He's great. He loves heavy metal. This kid's just used plastic explosives in an M16. I wonder if there was how much safety was going on during making of this stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure he probably just actually twisted some explosive, and they hoped for the best.
Yeah, it'd be real stuff.
And I said, "Don't worry, he's a twin."
JT has the stroke in the interview game. Yeah, you got the director of this film, man. He's got all the Jasons. I'm getting a
little pull.
You got the juice now, Q.
Cyndi Lauper's back on the screen.
She's great. I might do my hair like that.
Try it out. I'd like to see that.
Why not? Do what I want.
Yeah, why not? Why not? It's pretty much what I say to everything.
I think 45 is a good age to start dressing like a 80s woman.
All right, so I got 9 years till I got to worry about that decision.
Oh, don't even go there.
I don't think I could rock this Cyndi Lauper look though.
Oh man, don't be so hard on yourself.
Yeah, all right. Next video, I'm gonna be dressed up just like it.
Listen, girls just want to have fun, man.
That's it. Yeah. They do. They even wrote a song about that.
Was it Goonies R, whoever it was? I just remember the R. She's got the puffy skirt on as well.
Oh, that's right. I just got emailed. I have a friend, Dan from Fletchwood Features. A lot of people know him. He's awesome. He emails me a ton of movies, like all the time. But some of them are like a month after it came out and I saw it already. But Coffee Table, he just emailed me like a week and a half ago. And I know, Pat, you've been talking about that film.
Okay.
For it.
I just thought you meant Coffee
That's
Tables in general.
No, yeah, it's a movie. I definitely want to check that out. We got Night Owl in the house. How buddy?
Donnie, how you doing? You're gonna look great in like what? Thanks, man. That's what I need. I need that positive reinforcement. Thank you. I need that. I needed that boost. Right. It's good to. I can't tell you how happy I am to see Don's name pop up on there. Legend.
Nah, Don is awesome.
Hey, Joseph.
Thank you, weekend. Joe, what's up, Joe?
One of JT's regular supporters. That's cool.
Yep, how you doing? Rock and Wrestle Connection.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're gonna interview the director? Awesome. Yeah, I gotta watch that soon.
So we're getting towards
on the list.
The final act now, where things are going to go a bit, even more crazy than they've already gone. Oh man, that's good. I've been watching.
As I imagined.
I didn't see that.
Oh, nice, Joe.
Well, that's cool.
That's that's very Brian Yuzna right there.
I was just going to say, this reminds me of
very Yuzna.
Especially when, obviously, I don't want to ruin the surprise for people who are watching.
Society when he walks into the room.
Yeah, the goo, everyone's in it. And all four of them lined up in a kind of wholesome yet disgusting way is very Society.
Like they're connected in a way, but like not. Like it's very strange, but it looks awesome.
Just taking care of business.
Plus how just surreal it feels too, which is
the whole film. The whole film's like that. The whole film's tripping.
I have no idea where the fuck I am or what's happening, but it's just fun.
Just go, yeah, it's the ride, man. Straight back to an alien, begging them for help, begging them, and no one's listening.
Please.
OD's just like rocking out, watching it. Like, I love OD. OD might be my favorite character in the whole film.
No, he's definitely entertaining. This kid is hilarious too.
The kid's good, man. Like, didn't he? He's the kid from. He went to be on. Was it Lonesome Dove or something like that? And maybe he's not the kid from my. He's not the kid from My Two Dads, is he? No, I don't think he is.
I have no idea.
Oh yeah, I forgot I'm an old dude.
I just got 9 years, like I said, until I got to worry about Cyndi Lauper here.
Yeah, we're all right, man. Yeah. Well, I just love all the sort of. Here comes the monster. He's here.
That looks so cool.
And you can see I just put him in. I put him on our. I put him on our screen. If I take the banner off, if I take the ticker off, there he is. Just popping his head in at the bottom of our screen.
He looks so good in this. They did such a great job with the design.
Especially
given the budget.
Yeah. I love it. I love the colors in this. It's so bright.
Yeah.
I've been watching Land of the Lost. This is not unlike a kind of time travel kind of thing, I guess. I love that he's doing the like, I'm going to protect her by doing the heavy metal, cross my wrists.
I love the other appendage with the one eye. That's such a great idea for a creature design.
It's so weird as well, because it's like saying that the monster is kind of making them hallucinate as well. It's got like a weird...
Yeah, like it's affecting them like through some type of frequency or ESP or some shit.
And for some reason, it really takes to OD and likes OD. And
because he likes metal, Who doesn't like metal?
Exactly. He can train it,
Now it kind of does look like his dick has an eyeball.
Well, the other monster, like the big monster, just acts and behaves like a big dog. It's just basically like an out of control puppy. Except he's eating people,
They're like being very casually and like casual and calm about what they're seeing right now.
Yeah, like
I would have been right the fuck out of that house so fast.
Yeah, but JT, you have to remember, we've met their parents. Like their parents are not normal.
That is true. The genes probably just are tainted a bit.
I used to
not really, Joe. I'm not really a sports guy.
Scottie Pippen era. I was watching him.
The NBA. Tail looks awesome there, flopping up and down. That looks cool. I watch football every now and then, and like
American like throwing the ball.
American football. That's like it. I've never been a
soccer
guy. I just gravitated to music and movies and shit.
I'm a football guy, but like real football.
Real football.
I'm a big fan of original like series Star Trek. I used to be very much.
I've never been a Star Trek fan.
I was when I was a kid. I was really into like era, stuff. And the first and like
I'm not a
Wrath of Khan
sci-fi guy.
I love Wrath of Khan.
I don't think I've ever even seen it. I don't think I've seen more than like 2-3 episodes of Star Trek. And when I was young, and I just had no desire for it at all. But I'm not a big sci-fi guy. But I do love Star Wars, the original trilogy.
Well, this
I was
a
Star Wars guy. Oh yeah,
this is like sci-fi.
This is very original, and this is very like out there and original, and that's the type of sci-fi I love.
Me too. Like
to be the more
Event Horizon,
right. Like The Fifth Element, I always bring up like that movie. Like I fucking love that film. Just for how creative it is. Like the more out there it is, as long as it's not like pretentiously stupid out there, then it works more for me. Then it's just
like Valerian.
spaceships
Valerian
in space.
lost me, but
Yeah.
I wasn't really into that. But I love
don't
Event Horizon is a great film.
That is a great movie.
But I would recommend, if you're going to watch any of them, just watch in isolation. Watch Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan, because that is a great film. It has a few horror elements in it as well. There's some bits in it that really scared me when I was a kid.
Yeah, I've heard from people over the years
It's very good.
that is the favorite of a lot of Star Trek fanatics.
Hey, Jamie, nice to see you.
Hey,
Great
Jamie.
to see you. More than nice, great.
This guy's had the shit fly at them and he just eats it. He eats the food. That's funny.
Yeah, this is where it becomes really like a big puppy. They're like training it.
Yeah, with a big dick with with an eyeball in it.
Well, you know what dogs get like when they get excited. They'll red rocket and all that kind of stuff. This is one of OD's songs. We get to hear one of OD's original compositions.
Oh, this song is getting like Slumber Party Massacre 2 levels.
I want to hear your version of OD's song. I want you to. That's a request. That's an official request.
All right.
OD, the theme from OD.
The theme from OD.
OD's song.
He's so into it.
The monster's not a fan.
Yeah, it's only like 20 seconds, so that's not bad.
Yeah, that's all I'm asking for. Do it twice.
I can do that.
I'm looking forward to. In a way, I am looking forward to Stranger Things, just to kind of see the end, just to see it finish.
I want to see
there's parts of it I really enjoyed.
I really want to see it end finally. I mean, I like the show, but I'm not like a big fan of it. Like I still have to finish season 4.
Some of it's great, I think.
Oh yeah, the first season and second season I think were really good. And then they kind of went downhill from there.
It's like most things that are successful, isn't it? Where they make them almost make them do more, which counts against them in a way. When it's like I'm a fan of The Mandalorian, and I'm just about getting through the latest series because, to be honest, for me, they could have finished after the first one, but it was so successful that they couldn't. And it's like,
I mean, that happens all the time, like you said.
Yeah, it's a shame in a way, but then equally, if I like something, I will give it a shot. But like in Britain, we tend to do like, say, Fawlty Towers or The Office. We just stop when at the peak. And
you guys do that often with TV shows. That you
certainly with comedy,
short seasons, and so like The Office for you guys was 2 seasons. The Office over here was 9.
Yeah, it's crazy. I've never watched the American one. I love the British one.
It's so good. I love The Office.
I've seen clips. I like
season 6, 7, and then Steve Carell left. But then you had James Spader on there for a bit. He was hysterical and such a great actor. It's good most of the way through, actually. It just loses a lot from losing Steve Carell, like in the 7th season.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
But I mean, look at The Simpsons. That's a movie that should have died a long fucking time ago, and it's still going on.
Still going. So the monsters quite likes Medusa. This is a bit of a weird plot twist.
Who would not?
It's so funny that what OD's wearing like a Wasp shirt. But like the girlfriend is kind of almost like a bit of a heavy metal tourist. She's just got like a skull and crossbones, like
or like she's more like punk.
Yeah, it's like a pirate.
I love that makeup though, that rainbow blush. You gotta love
great.
that.
She looks like she's in Gem and the Holograms. Oh, you probably won't. Yeah, that's my showing my age again. Anybody remember Gem? Hey, Spud.
All of his dialogue is hilarious too.
Dude. How he says dude. Watch it. Dude.
Even the way she articulates everything she says, like over articulates it.
Yeah, they're like, she's trying to get the young lingo in there, isn't she? Like, don't be such a drag, man.
Yeah.
Don't have a cow, dude.
Yeah, that's too funny.
Yes, of course. You interviewed Diane Franklin. I remember now, Jamie. You saying that's so cool.
Yeah, Jamie, that's funny because I was gonna mention that I recorded this morning Amityville 2 Possession podcast episode will be out tonight, and Diane Franklin's in that, and I mentioned her, and then I was gonna say I'm pretty sure Jamie interviewed her
Yeah,
because you
I
just said
remember
it
us talking
recently.
about it.
Then I wasn't sure, so I edited that out.
Well, we might have been talking about this
Yeah.
movie. I think about I think it's all come full circle.
Yeah, I think it was. Yes, that makes a lot of sense.
I remember that. I remember you saying, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
That's it. Yeah, awesome. There's a documentary about Mary Warrenoff coming out, which looks really cool. She's not got a massive part in this. I don't know where the mum and dad are at the moment.
Yeah, parents are never there in movies like this. Especially when shit really hits the fan.
Well, it's all going to go downhill if we're relying on OD to have the plan of action.
Oh, yeah. What's the matter, dude?
Thanks, bro. He's got like a shoelace tied into his.
Take care, Joe. Have a good night, too.
Oh, here she is.
She's coming out of like a coffin.
I love that, like, in this era of films, like, anybody creative in the film industry is, like, really camp and really, like, oh, hi, guys, are, like, waving their hands around and, like, very flamboyant.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody creative. The kids ringing up in. Meet O.D. Riley. So I take it that when she's out of character, she goes to sleep inside the coffin. She goes to sleep inside the coffin. Yeah, like that's amazing. That's not just her character on TV. She actually is really
actually does that. That's funny. Yeah.
I mean, that's got to be a wig, hasn't it? But it is very, very cool.
Please, Medusa, she says. That's too funny.
I've got a guest spot on Letterman, she says. Amazing. Whenever I think of, like, Letterman, I often think of the Crispin Glover interviews. He's like, I can kick.
Yeah.
He's like,
he's so great.
Yeah, oh, Heineken. Another Heine.
Yeah,
do a drinking game.
Sponsored by Heineken.
Every time you see a Heineken, you gotta take a shot.
Well, when we first saw the stack of them on the shelf, there was like a dozen or so. So you're already a fucking 12-pack deep before that one makes an appearance.
I'd be on the floor.
We're not over yet.
Oh, I don't think I can finish this. I've still got like half of my fruity beer. It's very. It tastes like that jacuzzi probably tastes like.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah.
That's disgusting. I'm sorry that you had to buy that.
Well, what it was since we moved here, like there's lots of local beers, and my wife got into buying like different ones for me and surprising me. And I was like, oh, I'm not sure about this, and she got me a mango one, and it was amazing.
Yeah,
so
you said, I'm telling you, it's the coconut.
Yeah, this one's like 6%. But yeah, you're right. It's the coconut that makes it. It's also very, very, very sweet. But it's a sour beer. With the mango, the sourness and the sweetness go together quite well. It's almost like sweet and sour.
It's always the coconut. Yeah. That's why I don't trust. If someone's name was ever coconut, I'd run the hell away from them.
She just called the monster a butthole.
I love the way that they make it move.
Yeah,
and puppeted this.
I've never had Pabst Blue Ribbon, but I have had Heineken. But,
Pabst Blue Ribbon. That's like the typical go-to white trash beer. Like when you want to make a joke about white trash people.
I've had American ones. What like Coors Light, maybe. But
that's on South. That's on South Park. There's an episode where It's I'm white trash and I'm in trouble. It's a show that they watch on TV, and Kenny's house gets raided after they drink Pabst Blue Ribbon, and they get drunk, and the parents are beating the shit out of each other.
I should have got that. I had to study Blue Velvet at university, particularly the opening scene.
Yeah, no, I know the Frank Booth thing.
I didn't.
I saw the Pabst Blue Ribbon and went on my tangent.
Yeah, I didn't even click. Like I say, the way I connect to things is not as quick as it used to be.
Yeah, Jamie, we still have to figure out our
my brain
when we're gonna do Fire Walk with Me, so that'll kick off my desire to talk more Lynch.
Oh, so it's a bit like Alien with the monsters.
Yeah, it's like the face hugger, and that looks awesome too with the green shit pouring out.
It's great. Obviously, it's not as much of a fan of OD as its big brother.
No, it is not. Shoot
So
that
no
shit
more
immediately.
OD.
Are you fucking kidding me? Why aren't they shooting this thing now?
This guy is he looks like Proctor from Police Academy.
You see some alien type shit like this, you start firing immediately.
If this is the Dino De Laurentiis set and it had all the statues and stuff already, I reckon they just shot them all to shit during this film.
I'm sure they absolutely did.
Just blew them all up. Oh, he's behind you.
The killer is behind you.
Oh, he's got his arm.
Be cool if he shot his eye out and stuff like the enemies in Resident Evil 2 in the sewers.
Oh, it's kind of, it's kind of dissolving his arm. He's
acidic.
He's like he just needs to hit it on the nose with a rolled up newspaper. Spray it with water. No. Not that I would ever recommend doing that to any animals.
Yes. That's his views on the channel. I love animals. But...
Yeah. To be honest, all the animals that I've had, like, I just have to show them that I'm disappointed in them and they just do as they're told. I'm just like, oh, I just go, oh, no.
They pick up on it, yeah.
Yeah. If you go like that to my dog, she's like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no worries. I was just typing to you. No worries, honey. Just whenever you're feeling up to it.
JC's your man. Look at all the stuff that the grandpa's got in the shelves, all food, right? All tins of food. He's been ready for this nuclear war since he first heard of Russia.
He's smart.
CPR saves lives. I don't think it's going to save their lives.
Even though this kid was very easily able to explode and get out of that bomb shelter, the door.
This kid's great.
Blew it open.
You can say one thing for Grandpa: he's trained this kid really well.
Oh yeah, they wouldn't survive this. I don't know if they do, but I'm guessing. But they wouldn't survive this if it wasn't for this kid.
Yeah, and the kid and his sister are actually survive a lot longer than they usually do in films like this. There's usually like a square-jawed hero, isn't there? And in this, I like it. There's the kid and the sister.
You know what this reminds me of? Like, not a lot and nowhere near the level of bad. But Troll 2.
Yeah, because the sister...
But like a much better movie in every way imaginable. But still in that type of vein, because it focuses on the boy and stuff. And then you got the sister and fighting against some slimy shit, just like when they turn the humans into plants in that movie.
Yeah. Well, that's Italian. It's got an Italian.
Claudio Fragasso did that movie.
Yeah. I think I love Troll 2.
I can watch that movie. I did a video on that.
It's so much fun.
And have a lot of fun with it. Yeah, there's some great stuff in that movie.
And I've just done a little edit of a video message from George Hardy from Troll 2, so that's on the channel as well. He's like, about we don't piss on hospitality. I won't
allow it. That's so funny. I must do it. I must. He pisses all over their food.
I'll go to your hunting.
That sounds cool. I envy anyone who can watch Twin Peaks for the first time.
Look at this amazing picture on the wall. So good. I would love to have that. I wonder what's happened to all this art.
Oh, someone stole it as soon as production wrapped.
Oh, the people have just basically turned into like giant, like pizzas.
It's funny that this is reminding me of Possession that I just did a long video on last night with the creature in that movie that she fucks and sucks.
Oh, I've not seen it.
You ever seen Possession? You gotta watch that movie.
What sort of era is that? What year?
That's 81 with Isabella Johnny and Sam Neill.
Oh, I do know about that one. They're like a couple in it, and
yeah,
they're like struggling with their marriage. And,
it's a very like psychological relationship drama that turns into like a completely different movie.
I've heard good things.
Halfway
about
through it, it's an excellent film.
This kid's got the right sort of moves for like taking on.
Oh yeah, he's keeping cover behind stuff and coming right around the corner prepared.
I think I heard an interview with him. He had a great time making this.
They should have taken this kid in Armageddon and got him to go up there and take care of business, save the world.
Look at this monster; it's so cool.
Yeah,
I'd love to have a figure of this.
The design is awesome on him.
If somebody could make this, that'd be so good. Find it just maybe like about sort of bigger than the sort of normal action figure size. It'd have to be a little bit bigger.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you could. I'm sure somebody could 3D print it at this point.
Oh, that would be that's a good point. Cover me. There's so much goop and gloop around.
I know, that's what reminded me of Possession, because there's like green shit at one point.
I mean, I guess that's the same with Troll 2 as well, isn't it?
That's another thing that reminded me of it. When they turn into plants, it's just like green shit.
I love that the monster's almost like he's always smiling, he's always happy.
Yeah.
He's always like he's having a great time.
That's because his dick's standing up in the air, and of course he's happy.
And he's eating everyone.
If it was flat on the ground and stuff, and it was blind because it's staring at the ground, then he wouldn't be happy. He'd be enraged.
And he's obviously that guy's like warned them all, but nobody's listened.
Yeah.
That Romulan alien guy is like, please, you must listen to me, and nobody's paid any attention. Too late now. Oh boy. Oh, got the kid. Sis.
There you go. Aw, poor creature.
I know, I kind of feel sorry for him.
Yeah. He's a murderous bastard, but yeah, he doesn't know better.
But he's cute. He's cute with it.
Yeah, he doesn't understand what he's doing.
That thing that he's got that's the kind of like the little pincer type things on it are really weird.
Yeah. I like that full shot of him when they threw the thing at him.
Now sparks are going out of the TV and everything's going crazy.
I mean, all the spark effects look so bad, but like in a fun, bad way.
Exactly. Fun, bad. That's what we want. Yeah, nobody said this is going to be nobody said this was high art.
Oh yeah, that's why I said even with Troll 2 with that comparison that this is like infinitely better in every way.
It's not miles. It's not miles away from it though, is it? It's not a million miles.
Yeah.
It's like Troll 2 made by people who can make movies.
Exactly.
Hungry Beast. It's a pet, yeah. So it's
now they finally find out the Hungry Beast.
So he would have been like their version of a dog.
Yeah.
So if he's like their version of a dog, that means that their planet must be full of these. If it's like their version,
all over the place, right?
Yeah, like if we have that many, like compared to
I wonder if they know not to attack their species.
Maybe they have like we have a symbiotic relationship with dogs. Maybe they have.
Yeah, I wonder if that's how it works, and that he's attacking, eating these things because he doesn't know any better, and that they're a different species than from his planet.
Exactly. He's just like doing what he's supposed to do,
yeah.
I guess the interesting thing would be in Terrorvision 2 would be to see what that planet's like.
Yeah, that's definitely a route they can go down.
The kids get trapped on that planet or something, you know.
That would be a cool way to take it.
But I don't know. It'd be a trickier one to make.
Oh yeah, but I'm sure they could pull it off.
Yeah. Do it with puppets and
yeah, whatever they got, forced perspective, all that.
Yeah.
Perspective.
You could definitely do it like those old Commander Cody films where it's like, you know,
yeah, exactly.
Walking around in the humans will be wearing those spacesuit things. Hey Larry, here he is. We're talking all about you. Welcome to the party, pal.
How you doing, brother? Yeah, man, this movie's fucking great. It's a lot of fun.
You've missed all the swinging. I know that was the only bit you were interested in, Larry. I don't know why I said that. It's such a strange thing to say.
I say strange shit all the time. I'm surprised I haven't been shut down yet.
So here's Medusa. She's just checking out that everything's okay, but she's a bit late.
Yeah, as usual.
She turned up at the same time as Larry.
She seems like she's drunk off her ass.
Yeah. She doesn't get out of the crypt very often. She's making a night of it.
This is one of her tales from outside the crypt.
Yeah, I think I read that she had to stuff her. No, I didn't read. I heard in the audio book they had to like stuff her brassiere to make her kind of more Elvira-like.
Oh yeah, I mean, they look pretty real in that shot, but you never know.
That's what I have to do anyway. So I was just going off what
I'm sure that's right.
Power extreme. 3BB is now complete.
Speaking earlier of invaders and this guy just dies if you hit him, and he has oxygen, I guess, right? He can't survive in the atmosphere. Yes, their dogs can.
And his head's just gone pop.
But their dogs can survive the atmosphere, right?
That's true. So the dogs are highly evolved.
I don't understand that. They must.
The dogs are more evolved than their owners.
If they're more evolved, then I guess that puts to rest my whole theory on them having like a symbiotic relationship, as you said, with them. Because I'm sure if they're that evolved, they realize I don't fucking need you. Maybe aliens.
Maybe the monster thinks that the alien guys are their pets.
Yeah, exactly. Takes them for walks.
No, my dog thinks I'm her pet. He's like, she's just like, pick up my shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Emojis. I like emojis.
3BB is now complete.
Yeah, the 3 blind bitches. Larry's
That's
got an awesome 3BB t-shirt available now in all good outlets. Come on, kid, blast this sucker. That's Granddad again. Is Granddad dead? I can't remember what happened to him.
Yeah, right. He's not alive. Is he? I don't remember seeing him die.
I forgot him.
He's been gone for a very long while.
I'm wondering if he's just asleep.
He sleeps through all of this.
Be like me watching a movie. He's just like, how was the movie? Yeah. Old grandpa Matt. This was definitely the era of all boy kids being blonde-haired little moppets.
Yep. They were always the heroes.
Oh, he's being sucked into the monsters. He's doing the. He's trying to do what OD did before.
It looks like the monster's doing like the cunnilingus symbol, like with his tongue.
the universal sign.
Yeah, exactly.
Interplanetary.
Like Reagan in The Exorcist.
We're going to say like Ronald Reagan then.
Oh, I mean, maybe. I've never read into his personal life.
rapping Ronnie Reagan. Well, what about? She's all goopy.
And is that the chameleon, the man of a million faces?
I think so. I think
Right,
it's the guy.
yeah,
Yeah,
right,
it's the guy.
yeah.
He came to fix it earlier on, didn't he? He's the
Yeah,
guy.
yeah, okay.
So she's kind of now
Part
half,
whatever
half.
of that species.
Yeah, what's she called? So Jennifer Richards. I love that the theme song is called Terrorvision, and it's like almost like a Cramps style.
I'm sure they
surf
they
punk.
wrote it for this. I'm pretty sure they might have.
Oh yeah. It's like
I love when movies do that,
There's a
especially like
story.
this level of movie where they have like think The Mutilator or a Full Break with the cheesy ass 80s like sitcom theme throughout it. Like that was written just for that movie. There's a lot of movies in the 80s that did
There's
that.
like a Dutch film coming out with Nick Frost from Hot Fuzz, and I was talking to Jeff about it, and it's basically like a comedy troupe from Holland, and they are or Netherlands, and they are. It's a kind of weird, trippy sitcom thing where these Russian gangsters come to the house and kind of invade the sitcom, and then it gets really dark and trippy. And I kind of thought, oh, maybe it's a little bit like this, you know?
Yeah, that's funny.
But I think isn't the monster vocal effects is Frank Welker.
Yeah, they did a great job just with everything regarding the creature. Its behavior, the way they animated it, made it move, the design of it, like all of it is fantastic. It's really good, especially for, like I say, like with the budget that they were shooting this on.
It looks $1 million. It's so bright and fun all the way through. It looks so good.
I mean, it makes sense that Beekler did the effects because his effects are always great.
And like I know I mentioned it as one of my honorable mentions, Cellar Dweller, but like in terms of like comic book artists and the creative process crossed with horror and things coming off the page and coming alive, I think Cellar Dweller, Beekler directs that, is such a great example of what he could do. It's such a shame he passed away, but like for me, he's the main reason why, and this is a bit of a controversial one, but he's the main reason why the Hatchet films are watchable. Like he's got so much to do with the creative side of that I think if it was just up to Adam Green, I think they would just be like fan films.
Oh, I mean, Beekler's effects and him as Jack Cracker even and stuff in the first two is just hysterical. That whole character.
Yeah, that's true, man. Yeah, we could almost do a whole video just on him. In fact, I was thinking of doing like an unsung hero. I'm doing some unsung heroes videos coming up, and one of them was on my list was him. I always thought it was Buckler, so I'm glad you've told me it's Beekler.
I guess I'm 99.9% sure.
No, I'm so glad you did.
I've watched a lot of like interviews and documentaries, especially with Friday the 13th and stuff, and I've heard him talk a lot, and I've heard them say his name, and I'm pretty sure I've always heard Beekler.
No, you're right, and now you've said it, and I think the reason is if I read something first, the way I hear it is the way I've read it, and then I can hear somebody else say it another way, and I'll still go back to what I originally.
Oh, I do the same thing. I'll like if there's two ways of pronouncing something, I'll interchange both of them. Like at will, just whatever comes out at that moment. Like Sadako and Sadako from Ringu, the original Ring, that happens all the time, and coincidentally, like back to the Japanese shit.
Yeah,
it just seems to happen.
Oh man, do you know what? I'm glad we watched this because it's been something I've been wanting to watch again for ages. I recommend people who maybe have just bobbed in for a couple of minutes and disappeared and maybe not seen it to actually watch it without us. And
for sure,
because it's so much fun.
Watch.
Yeah, it's so much fun. There's very few films that I'll go back to, and I do go back to this quite a lot. I do have a soft spot for films like this and Stay Tuned and Bad Channels, UHF, or skit-based stuff, I guess, like Kentucky Fried Movie, even, like where it feels like you're watching a TV station and that somebody's changing the channels. And this film fits into that as well. There's a lot going on.
Oh yeah, it's definitely another out there film, but done so well on such a small budget. Like, especially the effects are the most standout thing. But hilarious characters and dialogue too.
Yeah. It's it's obviously it's an Empire one, and I feel like sometimes the Empire films are better quality.
Oh yeah.
And this is definitely one of those. Sorry, I'm really struggling. I need a drink, but I don't want to drink this because it's horrible.
Ghoulies is like, I think, a middle tier example of an Empire film that, very small budget, but still very, very good for its budget too.
Yeah. So we were talking earlier on before we kind of sign off, but we were talking about something else, and we're like, oh, we must watch. Oh, that was it. Cable Guy.
Yes, the Cable Guy. I'm definitely down to watch that. That is, like I said, a favorite dark comedy, because that movie,
in a way,
scary if you put yourself into Broderick's shoes. That guy
this is kind of a good film to pair with that. Like, it's another TV based. If you think about it, we could almost do a season of films that are like The Cable Guy, Terrorvision, UHF, Stage, like all these kind of
TV.
Yeah, like just.
I mean, you can even fit The Ring in there.
Yeah. Oh, good point. Yeah.
That
is a good one.
That's not a bad idea at all.
Yeah, like I was thinking, like Truman. I'm not a massive fan of the Truman Show, but like
I haven't seen that in forever, but that's a good movie.
Yeah, I remember thinking it was well made at the time. I think that's a Peter Weir film, so like usually Peter Weir films are very well made, aren't they? But not always the most exciting, but like well made. Yeah. Because I'll sit and watch a film with a asbestos felt.
Yeah, I know. It's so weird how taste works like that. Because like, there's like 3 different types of reviews that I do, and it depends on the movie, of course. But there's ones like this that are in the middle, they're fun, but you could still like make fun and analyze the shit out of it for no reason. Then there's like movies that are great movies where like there's still parts you can always pick out that are stupid, but for the most part it's more serious film talk. And then there's the terrible, awful films that end up just being like rants pretty much. Because if you're not liking a movie by like the second act, even earlier, then you're going to start picking on everything. Like everything, like why is this fucking thing happening? What type of dialogue line is that? And so if you don't get invested, if a movie doesn't pull me in, and I'm like halfway through or close to it, and it sucks and doesn't get any better, that just puts me in like a rant mode.
No, I would agree, and I think sometimes for me it's easier to watch a film like a Terrorvision, or even watch like, I don't know, let's say Leprechaun in Space or whatever. I'd happily sit and watch that because I'm not having to engage on a high
level. Yep. Exactly.
So exactly. I just wanted to mention before as well, like that, how good Garrett Graham was as the dad in this. He was really like not understanding that the other guy was into him and things like that. It's so good. But there's such a great cast: Diane Franklin, Garrett Graham, Mary Warrenoff, Chad Allen, Jonathan Bryce.
Cast is very good.
The whole thing, Alejandro Rey, all of the cast are great. I don't know the band who did all the stuff. The Fibonacci's is. I've never heard of the Fibonacci's.
I wonder if it's a fake name for them making the music.
Well, I thought that, and then it was like they were around in '82. They did an album where they used Manson clips, like a lot of bands.
Oh yeah.
And then they did this alongside Richard Band.
Okay.
But beyond that, I think they carried on till about '92, apparently. So
and then they stopped.
But one of the guys,
like back to Slumber Party Massacre 2, because OD's character reminds me a little of the Driller Killer, the Greaser, with the guitar.
Yeah, that's a great film.
There's a lot of. It's my favorite in the series out of those 3.
I love that film.
Yeah, it's so fun, and it's like almost a musical, like near the end of that movie. And there's like the band all the girls are into. Like that was an actual band who wrote those songs. So like that's something I know. But there are times that they'll just like write a stock or take stock music or just like write something, a jingle quick, and just make up a fake band name and just say this is.
I do think that film, or that whole series of films, are really interesting discussion pieces because you've got obviously what they are, then you've got the kind of the female-driven directors, but then you've got the kind of Roger Corman effect as well, and there's such an interesting series of films to discuss and look at, and they're a lot of fun as well. Yeah, that'd be
the Slumber Party Massacre trilogy. I mean, the third one's not great at all. I did them very early on because I loved the first two, especially the second one, and the third one I didn't see for maybe forever. I knew that. I don't know how long, but the other two I watch every year at least, like 1 and 2. But when I watched 3, it was not good at all.
No, well, yeah, this is the one I forget the most, so it probably isn't amazing. The first two, I can vividly remember them. I was thinking this the other day. If I could write down and find every film that had the word slumber and party in them, and try and watch all of them. So like
you get a bunch of pornos.
Yeah, that's true.
You got a lot of watching ahead of you.
Or watching.
Yes.
The Slumber Party, I don't know if you've ever seen The Last Slumber Party. I've
heard of that.
Oh man! So what I've done is I've done an edit of that film. The lead character is so obnoxious. All she does is abuse everyone all the way through the film, call them every name under the sun. So every time she calls somebody a name, I just cut it and I put it into all one long thing. So I've just done like an only swears version of it. It's only a couple of minutes, but it's just. I'll have to send it you. I've got it scheduled to go on my thing. But the Last Slumber Party makes me laugh because, for no apparent reason, she just pops off with some like horrific things that she calls everybody, and you just start thinking, when is she gonna die?
It's always a fun character trait, and to be cheering for a character's death.
Oh, there's nobody to root for in that film, but yeah, the last one, the Riff Tracks have done a good version of it as well. That's worth catching. But no, thanks for watching this with me. It's a lot of fun. Well,
of course, man.
I can't wait for us to watch Cable Guy or some other trash.
Yeah, we got to do.
I like not the Cable
Dolls. We got to do also. We got to do
Dolls. Yeah,
that is such a underrated.
Yeah. We're doing good films. If we're doing, I like the Cable Guy. I like Dolls. Yeah, we're doing good films.
Yeah, exactly. So everyone watching and who sees this in the future, look forward to good films coming soon.
Guaranteed good films from JT and Matt.
Yes.
Yeah.
And those opinions are subject to everybody's opinion.
Yeah. You might have thought that we were already doing good films. So yeah.
That's right. Well, this was a good one. This was a lot of fun.
This was a lot of fun. I'll just say,
absolutely, Larry.
I'll do the full good night, John Boy, Walton's goodbye to everyone. I've got a little clip to show everybody at the end, so don't disappear.
I was just going to remind you to.
Oh, thanks.
Private chat, yeah.
I just found it in the private chat. That's why I remember.
Okay,
good. Great. Oh, thanks, John. Mayan. Good night, Mayan. Good night, Larry. Good night, Don. Good night, Jamie.
Everyone have a great Saturday.
Joseph.
I'll have a podcast episode out on Amityville 2, The Possession, later tonight. So.
Oh, cool.
If you're a fan of that movie, come talk weirdness and how weird that movie is.
Oh, I'll put it this way. JT told me about it earlier on, and now I need to go and see it. So
yeah, for sure.
I'm going to keep going down the list. Patrick, JT's horror discussions. Who's that guy?
Some douchebag on the fucking YouTube.
I won't hear that. Mike, the fifth Beatle, Connie.
Mike, as always. Connie is awesome. Everybody.
Shamalos, and who else? Just really appreciate everyone who's joined, and people who are watching in the future as well. Ooh.
Yes.
So
send us some stock, prizes up and down.
Yeah, get that little thing that Marty McFly's got.
Give us some hot tips, on how we can make a lot of money.
I've got some hot tips. No, okay, no.
Yeah,
right,
okay. That's a good way. I mean, it's better than the way in this podcast later how I bring up the whole brother-sister relationship. So you can just hear that if you watch.
So guys, check that out. Check out JT's podcast coming up, and also I'm trying to release things every day or every couple of days. There's some
you've been putting out shit like crazy, man. You've been a beast lately.
Well, you know, I'm learning from the best.
Yeah, you need those little breaks in there, though. That's why I gotta. There's always a 4 or 5 day break a month or so. And it's like, all right, I can't like get on camera, like I want to talk.
I have my problem is I think it do it, and that's often my problem in life.
yeah, I hear you.
Right, okay. Guys, thank you so much. Yes, I'm going to just play in a little ending to the video. Thanks, JT, for being on. Always amazing to have you.
Thank you for having me.
No, thank you for coming on, buddy. And I'm just going to play this little clip for us as we see you all into, well, I don't know what. Good night, good morning, good evening, whatever it is.
Good evening where it matters.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, let's go.
10 minutes to midnight. Good night, everybody. Take care.